Our today's topic is cash book. This chapter is quite simple, but still many of you make mistake. So here today in this lesson, we will take a question from Cambridge IGCSE accounting first paper. I'll show you here how to answer. So let us have a look at the question on the screen. Peter is a trader. The following transactions took place in April 2022. So here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 transactions. Okay, and our requirement is here: prepare Peter's cash book, balance the cash book, and bring down the balance on 1st May 2022. Okay, so here we have transactions, but these all transactions are not related to this cash book. You remember it is cash book. Okay, so all about cash transactions will be appeared here in this account. Okay, but sometime to confuse you, the examiner gives some more transactions in the questions which are not related. So keep on watching this video and try to understand. So first of all, we need to write balance BD, means balance brought down. Okay, it is actually opening balance. Okay, so in the question, if you have opening balance of cash and bank, you need to write first of all here. Okay, so before we start, so here we have date, detail, discount allowed, cash and bank columns on the debit side. Okay, these columns are debit column, don't be confused. And here same date, detail, discount receipt. Okay, here we have discount allowed, but here it is discount receipt, and cash and bank. Okay, these columns, these 5 columns are credit column. Okay, so point to be noted: when you receive cash or you receive money by bank, in this case you have to write on the debit side. Okay, means cash increase or bank increase will be on the debit side if cash or bank balance increase. If cash or bank balance decrease, we need to write on the credit side. Okay, if decrease, credit side; if increase, debit side. Don't be confused. Okay, so here what I said, first of all you need to write balance brought down. Okay, so cash is a normal debit balance and bank also normal debit balance. If you have bank overdraft, then it is a credit balance. Okay, you need to write on the credit side. On the question already we have cash balance and bank balance. It is given on the question already. So we will write here the date 2022 April 1st. Okay, this is the first day of the financial period. Okay, so here financial period started 2022 April 1st and will be ended on 2022 April 30. Okay, so we will prepare this account for 1 month. Okay, so here we will write balance brought down. So there is no balance BD for discount allowed, but here we have cash 135 and we have bank balance 920. Okay, so this is our opening balances. So now we will see our first transactions on the question. So here April 2, cash sales $410 are paid directly into the bank. Okay, so cash sales, it is paid directly into the bank. So now tell me, bank increase or decrease? Yes, it is definitely increased. So I told you the key point: when increased you will write on the debit side, when decreased you will write on the credit side. Okay, so here we will write the date first, April 2. So here we will write sales. Okay, so money has gone to the bank. Okay, so we will not write anything on the cash or discount allowed column. Directly we'll write money on the bank column, $410. Okay, finished. The second one, what is next we have? So here April 3, paid $798 to Rahat by check in full settlement of debt of $840. Okay, so $840 was debt, but for the full settlement of this amount, how much? $798 is paid. Okay, so this amount is paid. Now tell me, the bank paid by check, that means money will appear in the bank column. Okay, so now tell me, increase or decrease? Yes, bank balance will be decreased as it is paid. Okay, paid by check. Okay, so we will write on the credit side. So let us write the date first. 2020 to April 3. We will write here Rahat, and the money is paid 798. Okay, but Rahat owned $840. Okay, so business, Peter is the business, he received $40 discount. Okay, how $40? So here Peter owes 840, but Peter paid 798. Okay, so if we subtract, we get here $42. Okay, this $42 is discount. Okay, received by Peter. So we will write here on the discount receipt column $42. Okay, so many of you make mistake when you see such type of transaction. Okay, you forget to write the discount, or you don't calculate discount, but you need to do it properly, otherwise you will not get mark, it will be incorrect, right? Okay, so we have our next transaction, which is number 8, means April 8. Paid $42 cash for the motor vehicle repair. Okay, motor vehicle repair, it is a paid, same, it is a paid in cash, so our cash balance will be decreased, right? So we will write on the credit side. So we will write the date first, April 8. We will write here motor expenses $42. We will write on the cash column, right? As it is paid in cash. If it is paid by check, then we would write on the bank column. Okay, so be careful. Okay, our next transaction is 15. Purchased goods, list price $320 on credit, subject to a trade discount of 10% from Rahat. Will this transaction appear here? No. Why? Because this is not a cash transaction. This transaction did not make in cash or by check. Okay, so there is no relation between this transaction and cash book. Here cash book, we write all about cash and bank related transaction, but it is not cash or bank related transaction, so we will not take this transaction here. Now you might be thinking why it is given then on the question. Yes, just to check your understanding. If you understand whatever is given, you will be able to answer correctly. Okay, so let us ignore it, and next one we have 18. Cash sales $460. Cash sales means you sold goods and you received cash. Yeah, so cash increase or decrease? Yes, it is increased. So we will write here on the debit side. So we will write the date first. So here April 18, we will write here sales on the detail columns, and we will write $460 on the cash column. Okay, so this is also done. So next one we have 20. Paid $392 to submit by telephone transfer. Okay, having this deducted 2% cash discount from all amount due. Transfer means this transaction will not come here on the cash column. This will come on the bank column. Okay, so Peter, he called to the bank manager or someone to pay this money to Samir. Okay, so it is a bank transfer actually. So it is not mentioned here, but you remember, if you see this type of transaction, you will think you will put money on the bank column only. Okay, so here bank increased or decreased? Obviously it is decreased, so we will go on the credit side. So let us write here April 20. We will write on the detail column Samir, and $392 on the bank column, right? Okay, now you think, is there any discount here in this transaction? So here Peter paid $392 having 2% discount deducted. So he got here discount, yeah, he received discount. How much, what is the rate of discount? So rate of discount was 2%. Now if we multiply 2% on this with this amount directly, your answer will be incorrect, okay? Because he already deducted the discount, then he paid this amount. So what is the main amount then? On which amount Peter calculated discount, okay? So here this 392, this is 98%, okay, because he deducted 2% discount. So if 392, this is for 98%, yeah. So 100% minus 2%, yeah, it is 98%. So now if we multiply this by 100, so we get here $400, right? So this is the main amount, $400. So now 392, if we deduct, we get here $8, okay? So the discount amount will be here 8. Don't be confused. Many of you are confused when you get this type of question. You calculated the rate of discount directly on this price, but it is not correct, okay? So what is our next transaction here? 25, a check for commission receivable $150 was paid into the bank account, okay? So a check is paid into the bank account. Now tell me, bank increased or decreased? Yes, bank increased, yeah? So we will write here on the debit side. As we know, if it is increased, we write on the debit side. So here we'll write the date first, April 25. We will write here commission received, right? RECEI. Okay, commission received. So here it is paid into the bank. So we will write here $115 on the bank column. Okay. Our next transaction is here 29. Paid $285 to Raphael by cash in full settlement of a debt of $300. Okay. So now we can calculate our discount easily. But before that, where to write here, this side or this side? Yes, on the credit side, because here cash will be decreased. So we will write here date first, April 29. We will write here Raphael, RAFAEL. So here Peter paid $285 in cash for the full settlement of $300. Okay, so 300 minus 285. Here we see $15 Peter received discount. Okay, so we wrote $15 on the discount column. Okay, so here we have no more transactions. We recorded all of them. Now what to do? Now it is a requirement of the question to balance it. Even we need to bring down the balance. So first of all, we will compare the credit bank column to the debit bank column. We will check which column is greater. So here if we see our debit bank column is greater, okay? So debit column should be summed up first, okay? So here if we get the total, we find 1,445, okay? So this is the total of debit bank column. Once again, why we total this column first? Because we compare this to this, we found these columns greater, so we added on this column first. Okay, now we will take this amount to the opposite column. Okay, so here we will write 1,445. okay, now we will subtract this all amounts from this total. So if we subtract, we get here $255 after the subtraction. Okay, so what is this amount? This is balance CD. Okay, balance carried down. This is our closing balance. Okay, now same way we will do for cash. Okay, so we'll compare this to this cash column. So we see the debit cash column is greater. Yeah, we will sum up the debit cash column first. we get here $595, yeah? We will take this amount to the opposite side, means here this column 595. Now if we subtract these two amounts from this total, we get here $268. Okay, so we calculated, we extracted the balance CD, means closing balance. Now the date for closing balance, the date will be the last day of the month. Okay, so here we are doing for the month of April. The last day of April is here 30. We will write here 30. So now here we need to balance discount column. No, we don't need. We just total these two columns. Okay, that's all. So here if we sum up, we get $65. This is the total of discount receipt. Here we did not allow any discount. Here we have no amounts. It is nil. Okay, now on the question it is written that it is a requirement that we need to bring down the balance. So how to bring down? It is also simple. So here we got balance CD, balance carried down on the credit side. Okay, now we will bring down this balance here on the debit side. Okay, balance CD and VD will be always on the opposite side. Okay, so we will write here balance brought down BD. So here we have no discount. So here we have cash $268, and here we have bank $255. Okay, now date. What date will be here? For date for balance BD, balance burden, will be the first day of next period, next month. Here month ended on 30 April. So next day of next month will be 1st May. Okay, so we will write here 2022 May 1st. Okay.